Alright, we got another review here. And this is another scrapyard knife. It is the Yardkeeper limited edition. But as you'll see, it is no longer a limited edition knife because it's not satin finished anymore. I put a patina on it. These LEs, or the limited edition knives from Scrapyard, are always in a satin finish. And they're very well done. This one I felt like putting a patina on it because if I'm going to use it, which I do use it, it's going to get scratched up and not look very good. So patina it is, and prevent some rust too, because S7 is it does tend to rust. So it's the same steel, same type of handles, but this is the normal Res C handles. As you can see here, it's not specially molded or anything. This is a very small knife. If it's a small but stout knife, it's I believe only 9.5 inches compared to the dumpster mode. It's very it's smaller, as you'll see here. See, the troll is a little bit shorter, almost the same amount of edge, drop point instead of clip point, and the handles on this one are slightly bigger. The handles on this one are slightly smaller. But I do like this knife. It is it is also another sharpened pry bar, but it is better because I actually had a very good friend of mine re-sharpen it down for me. So he actually mirror polished it, and I from using it saw that I got scratched up too much, so I satined it a bit, and now it's got a 600 grit polish, but it's still just as sharp and it's a very aggressive cutter. It's a much better cutter now than it used to be. Although from the factory it was still very sharp. I mean, it could pop hairs like crazy. Now, it's you can probably tell just by looking at how nice the edge is. But patina is really cool as well, and I'm happy with what I did. So I got a sort of snake's peel look to it, razor wire. But the sheath is also from the factory. It is a first edition Kydex sheath. I also received this from a friend, and it was very nice of him. He actually gave me a couple of others too, or a couple more of these, and I gave one to my friend. And these sheaths are pretty nice. They're fairly cheap for the money, but they're really well made. The Kydex is really thick. Chicago style screws, very big Chicago style screws that keep these together. You can take these off and clean them up, clean the knife. But your Kydex belt loop, it has a lot of retention to it, and it does take a bit getting used to when you take it out and put it back in. But it still works really well, and I like it. Very thick Kydex too. It is just this here is just half an inch thick worth of Kydex right there. So it's pretty nice. Those keep the knife in very tightly, and there's really no way that you can. It's kind of hard to pull it out, and the way that I do is I push down the handles and then I pull out, and that seems to work. Excuse me, my hands are a little. There we go. So hope you enjoy the review. Tune in back for some more.